Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the very first episode of ManCannon Radio. I am Ian, joined by your other host, Alex.
That's
What's up,
me.
Alex?
Yep.
Awesome.
Otherwise known as Arset Alex, but you'll find out soon enough.
Alright, so basically, just to give you guys an introduction to the podcast, it's just a general gaming podcast, and general, pop culture-y stuff, and that sort of thing. And today, first off, we're going to be talking about the big announcement by Valve, the Linux-based SteamOS. Alex, what do you
Here
think about
we
that?
go. I think it's amazing. I want to stop using Windows for gaming.
I also want to stop using Windows, or just use your Windows 7.5.
That's a different story for a different day.
That's a very different story. So let's just run through about basically what it is. It's a Valve. Just give you a bit of backstory. Valve has been trying, or has been wanting to break into the living rooms because they know that's where the money is. I mean, not that they need money with Steam because they're rolling in it.
They print money with Steam. What are you talking about?
They want Steam to be more accessible for people.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to be a part of the PC Master Race, but some people don't want to deal with driver updates, and I understand that. But you got to think about this, though. I mean, it's going to be a Linux distribution, and Linux is a hell of a lot more complicated than Windows is.
It is, but it's also, more developer-friendly and that sort of thing. And I think that if Linux could be given a fair shot, I think that it would be a much more superior experience in the long run for people and consumers.
That I agree on because Microsoft, they've been creep killing Windows for gaming. I mean, they never really changed anything from Windows 7 to Windows 8 gaming wise. I mean, there was a slight improvement, but that's no.
And also, they got rid of games for Windows Live.
That I'm actually glad that they did.
Me too.
That thing was
except for the exclusion of Halo 2 Vista. Because
no, they just shut that down entirely. I think they're gonna just rework it for Steam,
which would be awesome. Have Halo 3 mods. That would be sick.
Oh, here we go. I mean, I remember back in the day when people were still trying to mod Halo 3 with the 360, and then it was pretty crazy for what I knew back then, because that's all I knew. But now with what technology can do now and PCs and all that amazingness, I would want to see what people would do with that. I would want to see how badly Bungie would get pissed off, because I don't think they're gonna get any of the cut.
I don't think. Well, yeah, that's not their fault, but
I mean, they still made the game.
They'll do well with Destiny. I'm looking forward to the game. I love the idea of a MMO FPS sort of thing.
Yeah,
it's been attempted before with Defiance, sort of, even though it's kind of third person, but it's still trying to go after that sort of idea.
Yeah,
and that didn't do too well. The concept's great, but I've been a fan of Bungie's for a long time, at least 5 years. And I completely trust them to make good games. Their worst, what people would consider the worst game, Halo Reach, it was still a really good game.
Yeah, I mean,
in general.
Then you got to think about, you say you've been a fan for 5 years, or the vast majority of people would just smack you and say, "Bitch, please, I've been doing this since Marathon."
Yeah, dude, Bungie.net.
Bungie.net, man.
I can't do it. I'm also on halo.bungie.org, which they're really cool guys over there. Love those guys. Lewis Wu.
Love that guy.
He's old, but I love him. But he's cool.
Yup.
The Halo community, man, it's just crazy. It's been a rough time for us.
I mean, I haven't turned on my Xbox in I don't know.
Me either. Actually, that's a lie. I turned it on this morning because I won the Champions bundle from
You're gonna be all over that,
Podtacular.
aren't you?
What?
You're gonna be all over that, aren't you?
Hey, I will be once I get my gold back. Shout out to Podtacular. You guys should go follow them on Twitter at Podtacular. Really cool guys. I just started listening to them recently, but I love what they have so far, and really cool guys. So you should totally give them a follow and hit them up on twitch.tv. Yeah. Anyway,
I know this is old news, but I just need to say it right now. The Halo 4 Championship. I just need to bring that up.
That was so sick.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go. Well, hold on. We'll finish up this SteamOS, then we'll go into the Halo 4 Global Championships because that's something I definitely want to hit on. Notice they didn't talk about what the hardware would run on. And I think that they will announce that on Wednesday the 25th because they have 2 more announcements for this week.
Hey, I'm still hoping that Half-Life 3 is one of them. And do not crush my dreams. Do not crush my hopes.
Dude, I want Half-Life 3 just as much as the next guy. I've been waiting for it since 2007, bro.
Yeah, I'm right.
Since they're like, oh yeah, Half-Life 2 Episode 3 is going to come out at the end of this year. 5 years later, no sign of it at all, besides some concept art and freaking troll Gary.
Hey, we got Left 4 Dead, we got Portal.
We have Portal.
I love me some Portal, amazing. But
Team Fortress 2, bro. That game, that's probably one of my favorite games ever, multiplayer wise.
That game is still chugging. That game is still chugging, man.
Dude, it is, and it's showing not really any signs of stopping.
Nope.
It's good. I need to go back and play that some more.
So is Steam in general. So stop saying PC gaming is dead.
I never said that. You're gonna get flamers on me, but they say that the SteamOS has achieved significant performance increases in graphics processing, and they're targeting audio performance and reductions in input latency at the operating level. The devs are already taking advantage of these games as they target SteamOS for their new releases, it's crazy. I mean, they go on to outline some different features like in-home streaming. It's going to stream games
family
from your PC.
Sharing.
Family sharing playbook out of Microsoft.
I just think to say this. I just want to see the reaction over at the Xbox department of Microsoft when Valve said that.
Well, we're just like, not expecting this.
Just like, everyone hates us when we do it.
Dude.
But when Valve does it, they're gods.
Dude, Gabe Newell. Praise the Gaben.
Praise the Gaben.
They're working on, like, many of the media services, which I'm assuming is stuff like Hulu and Netflix and stuff like that.
Hulu, Netflix. Hopefully I don't have to pay, like, freaking subscription before actually using it.
Netflix is...
A la Xbox Live, I'm looking at you.
It's the greatest of all time. Family options, which, parental control, I mean, whatever. We're old enough that we don't really need that stuff.
Meh.
We probably won't use it. I mean, I can't see, like, there's not really many kid-friendly games.
I mean, if you're on Steam, you're not looking for kid-friendly games.
No, you're looking for, like...
if you're on Steam...
everything else not kid-friendly.
Exactly.
Also, it's going to be a whopping $0. It's crazy.
I mean, it is Linux. You'd be kind of a dick to charge for a Linux operating system.
You can charge. I know there
are.
You
can, but it's kind of stupid. And
it's pretty sick. I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, I just want a reason to stop using Windows.
I want a reason to stop using Xbox and just like go full in. Well, I guess I'll never really stop using Xbox because I'm a diehard Halo fan.
Yeah, I'm holding out on the Xbox One because Halo 5 has to be like.
I think it
has to blow my pants off.
So this is like the perfect.
This
is like the perfect transition into the next topic, which is Halo and the Halo 4 Grand Championships.
That's right. That
dude, it was. I just can't. It was so good. It was so good. Like
I want a
I've only
Pistola
been,
to win, man.
dude.
I'm still gonna be
Pistola should
all
not have
over that.
challenged. He, with the concussion rifle, dude. You should just not have challenged.
I mean,
I would have waited. I mean, when you have that much money on the stake, you cannot risk one kill. I would just like sat it out in the bases and just waited
just
for time
like
to run out.
chill in the little, little area next to the ManCannon and see if he shows up just because he's curious. Shoot him in the face and say, "Yay! I just won $250,000."
God.
But they were all good
But
people though, and
yeah, Ace deserved it.
yeah.
He's cool. It was funny because I'm watching a video game high school from Freddie W on YouTube. They have an FBS teacher, and his name is Ace. It's pretty funny. I like to joke around that Ace from Video Game High School is a future Aaron Elam.
Yeah, like I watched a little bit of Video Game High School, but I think I'm gonna get back into it.
It was pretty good. I haven't watched it in a couple days.
I haven't watched it in like a couple months.
Just because I've been so busy this past weekend. I had a football game Friday. I went to a dance.
Hey,
with my
look, Ian
girlfriend on
has a
Saturday.
life, everyone.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, back to the Global Championships. What do you think of the production quality?
Production quality was great. I mean, it was just.
Dude, it was sick. It was.
I didn't think like they broke out. That double of atonement though was horrible.
Yeah, and the hip hop.
It was horrible.
Oh my god.
They could have done better without that. Like.
Yes, I thought they also had like custom red versus blue shorts.
Yeah, I like
those
that.
were funny. Those were really funny.
When you have Halo, you gotta have your red versus blue.
And that chick, Maluka, who did whatever song, Frozen Sleep, I think it was called.
Yeah, that I actually
sick.
liked.
That was pretty sick. That was much better than the other musical acts, which were just awkward. But that's my only criticism of the entire event.
Like everything else.
There's a few graphics glitches here and there, but it's a couple hiccups that you just gotta expect and accept to come from a live event.
I mean, it's a video game being played on a almost 8-9-year-old console. I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's like a couple things with like the leaderboards that were kind of lagging behind the actual gameplay. But
I mean, I didn't expect those to keep up because those are separate from the game. So
yes,
I think the guy who was just trying to keep track of it just like fell asleep on the thing.
Yeah, it had to be like a pretty big juggling act.
Well, I did lull when Major Nelson showed up at the beginning. I'm just like
Major Nelson, man. He's a character, I'll tell you that.
Oh my god, I could go all day about Major Nelson, but that's a different story.
He's on NeoGAF.
He's everywhere, bro. He's on Reddit.
He just got accepted a couple weeks ago. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure.
Bro, I don't even think. Why would they like wait for Major Nelson to get on there? Just like
no, I think they pushed through his approval process. That's what I heard. But yeah, Major he's the unofficial spokesman for Xbox. But yeah, anyway, back to the.
He's also one of the Xbox One main engineers.
What?
No, yeah, he was.
He is?
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but last time I checked, I think he was, and I think that's why he got a little offended when.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like.
Back in the day with the Xbox One, with the whole now being stolen by Steam and the family sharing, and then you had to have the 24-hour check-in, and yeah.
That was a fiasco.
That was fun.
It was entertaining. I'll tell you that right now.
No, I think Microsoft just drew it after they saw that thing with Angry Joe and Major Nelson.
Dude, I saw that.
Oh my god.
Dude, that was awkward. Major Nelson got it all up in his face. He got really defensive. I mean,
I could understand him being defensive because one, he's working on the thing, and then two, he had to hold the thing up when everyone was just hating on it.
Yeah, and it's rough. I mean, people are making it out like
I mean, especially if
The
you work
guys
for
over at
Microsoft, so you
Xbox
get
are
flamed
like
no matter what you do.
evil beards and just sitting in their chairs with rolling in money with naked cats and just maniacally laughing and not respecting the consumer at all. I mean, the restrictions were pretty bad, but they've pretty much gotten rid of all of them. And I think people need to stop being realistic and butthurt. It's like, oh, look at what
No,
they
at the
tried to pull
beginning,
on us.
no,
I
this
mean,
was
like, yeah, it's pretty bad, but get over it because it's not really relevant anymore.
no, this was pretty much how it goes. At the beginning, it was just like, oh, Xbox One has 24-hour check-in and all this and that. Oh my God, I hate it. I'm never gonna get this thing. And then after they reverse it, it's more like, why did they reverse it? I wanted the family sharing. Now there's no innovation. I'm just gonna get a PS4 because it's cheaper.
That Microsoft said that they'll bring back family sharing at a later date.
No, they won't.
They
No, they
said they
won't.
would, but I mean, whatever.
I mean,
Anyway,
if they bring back family sharing, then they would have to bring back the whole thing. And then if they bring back the whole thing, I would laugh to no end if patch 1.1 for the Xbox One brings back all the DRM that everyone flamed about.
Dude, that's what I said. I was like, that was exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, whatever. It won't affect me that much because I have internet. And people are just like making a big deal. I mean, the big thing that annoys me.
Hashtag deal with it. I just need to say that right now because you're about to sound like a
that
complete
dude
ass.
was a douche and he deserved to be fired. But people are making a big fuss out of things that won't really affect him.
I mean, there's one thing. I mean, like, the internet here in good old America isn't the best thing ever. I mean, there are countries with better internet, there are countries with worse internet, but for the most part, our ISPs love to rip us off. So here we are with $60 10 megabit down and 1 up.
God. That's why we're not live streaming this, huh?
Oh yeah.
They unveiled the or they said that it's not, the Xbox One's not designed to stand up on its side. It's kind of obvious.
Well, when you got a console that looks like a cable box, of course it's not designed to stand up.
And before VCR jokes in the comments. But yeah, it kind of makes the console a bit, I don't want to say boring, but the design is just very simple.
There's nothing bad about that.
There is absolutely nothing bad about that.
I mean,
but
at the beginning when I saw the Xbox One for the first time in the train wreck of a reveal,
yeah.
I mean, it was just like, alright, it looks simple, nice, clean. I had nothing against it. But, everything else.
PS4 is kind of the same way. It kind of looks like a school eraser, actually.
To erase your memories of the Xbox One.
Also, they have a power button. It's like, it has like an LED strip on the side.
No,
it looks sick.
I think the reason why Sony held out on showing the look of the PS4 was to see how should we design this so that we can give like Microsoft the ultimate troll fest.
I don't think that was it, because the design process goes through like months and months.
Hey, let me have my dreams, man. Don't give me your lot. No, don't give me your logic.
The design just wasn't ready when they revealed it in what was it, March? February? When was that?
Like, they probably had it ready years beforehand. They probably just like, they're probably doing a mini version of Half-Life, of Where's Half-Life 3.
It was definitely either February or March, because I remember I was in my old house, not the one I'm living in now.
Well, they didn't show the actual look of the PS4 until E3, so.
I know, I'm talking about like the actual reveal with like.
Oh, the reveal? I like that reveal. But
yeah, that was a good reveal.
Now the Xbox One's a totally different story. And now Materik is working over at Zynga, stealing all their money and then going to leave.
Dude's silly. He's a silly guy.
Hey,
He's
we
goofy
have the
looking.
perfect solution for those who don't have the internet to use an Xbox One. It's called Xbox 360.
All right, actually, since we're still on the topic of Xbox, I want to talk about Halo, the future of Halo, because we're both big fans of the series, and we're
Yep.
both kind of disappointed of where the game went multiplayer wise in this game. Campaign, I thought I enjoyed it.
I mean,
From what I understand, you enjoyed it pretty
I
well.
enjoyed Halo 4's campaign, but the thing is, I can understand if people didn't enjoy it because you had to read
That's
3
true. There
novels
was a lot of
beforehand.
backstory that we understood that some other people didn't. So I can't
I can't knock if
I
people
don't
didn't like it
I
because
don't have the rose tinted glasses to go back and say
back in
if
Halo
it was
2,
Halo 2, man, that was good.
IMB for
There
cliffhanger.
I think people give Halo 2 a lot of flack for the cliffhanger, and I finished up my playthrough last month of it, and I understand where they come from. Like the game does it feels like it gets really exciting, then it just sort of stops, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, the campaign was fun to me.
I mean, the campaign
It
for
was
Halo
also
2, it was
very hard
good.
doing it on
It
heroic.
the more modern comparison to it would be Mass Effect 3 without Mass Effect 3. Uh,
It it wasn't that bad.
yeah, I know it wasn't that bad, but that's the easiest way I could put it.
It wasn't well.
But
It's because it was unfinished. The game was
yeah,
unfinished. They had to cut out 3 levels, but the game was basically after they came from E3, they scrapped the engine, pretty much started over from scratch.
with Microsoft bitch slapping them the whole time saying, "Get this done, we need money."
Halo 2 was awesome though. I wish I wish I was old enough to really understand, because I didn't really get hardcore into Halo until 2009.
Yeah.
I remember my first game was
ODST
Halo
love
Reach.
right here. ODST love.
I played Halo PC, or I played Halo on the PC a bunch. Then
Yeah.
Christmas of 2010, I got the Xbox 360. Then I got Halo Reach with it.
Halo
And
Reach.
that was fun. Then over the past couple years, I've come to understand a little bit more of the intricacies of Halo multiplayer and what makes it so appealing. And I think the reason why Halo 4's multiplayer population is not even hitting 20,000 concurrent players anymore is because it tried to stray too far away from what it is, and what it is a arena-based shooter, which is like what you would see from Doom and Half-Life and
I mean, go on
those
the
other games.
Waypoint forums. You'll see tons of this stuff. Just not as civilized and mature.
What they try to do is combine elements of a class and arcade-based shooter. When I say
You could
class-based
just come
shooter,
out and say it. You could just come out and say it.
no, I want people to understand the rationalization of what I'm saying. So I'm not just saying Halo 4's
Copied
COD
COD.
clone, which it's not.
I mean,
I
it's
mean,
not COD.
it
It's
copied other games as well, starting in Halo Reach. Halo Reach had in 2009 when they're developing the game, they brought in as a multiplayer designer a person from Shadow Zone. Is that what it's called? I'm gonna look
I
that
don't
up.
remember.
I'm gonna be embarrassed if that's not what it is.
Whatever. Find some
Shadowrun,
links. You'll be fine.
Shadowrun, which that's where
Oh
armor
yeah,
abilities come.
Shadowrun. Yeah,
That's
now
where
I know
armor
what you're talking
abilities
about from
came
Reach.
from.
Yeah, and that's where they got all the armor abilities and stuff
In
from.
Halo Reach
I on
essentially became arena and class-based shooter
I
hybrid.
like the way Reach did it. I mean, Reach, it was bumpy, but multiplayer-wise, I like how they tried to, kind of hybridize the
I
arena
like
and the
class-based
class.
shooters, and I like arena-based
Because, I mean, the
shooters,
only
but
thing that really changed between each of the loadouts and Reach was the armor ability, which is still, that's cool.
I think if they
The
in
armor
Halo
abilities
5,
were weird, but
if they keep armor abilities, but they only had them
well, they kind of have to
on the
now
maps,
since
like
they kind of
power ups, and have them sort of run on a charge. And once you run out of that charge, you're done. You can't use them anymore.
yeah. I mean,
I think that would work a lot better.
The thing is that they have to do armor abilities now because they tossed a part where all of the armor abilities were destroyed on Reach. So, canonically they have to do armor abilities now. Which is kind of garbage, but at the same time it can be kind of cool. But I mean, Halo 4's armor abilities, they were kind of okay, I'm just gonna admit it right now. I used Promethean Vision all the time when I was playing Halo 4. I'm not even gonna.
I think the ones that damage the gameplay the most, active camo, and jetpack. Active camo.
Dude, the jetpack in Halo 4 sucks. You can't say that.
What?
The jetpack in Halo 4 breaks gameplay. The thing doesn't even stay charged for that long.
The thing is, the entire idea behind the jetpack is to increase a sense of verticality in combat, but it does that at the cost of another very important factor in arena-based gameplay, which is map design. And when you introduce something like that ruins the map flow, like maps have a certain flow that.
Does it look okay?
Yes.
Does it look real?
Let's go. Arena maps are I mean, my goodness, I'm gonna have to edit this part out. Moving forward.
Oh my god,
the jetpack ruins an important part of Halo gameplay, which is map flow.
I see where you're going with this.
And like, maps have a designated sort of ways to get to destinations, and jetpack sort of overrides all that, and it breaks the map. Same way with sprint. Maps have to be designed bigger.
Yeah, that's not happening on a 360. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, maps have to be designed bigger, and that ruins it.
And
makes it harder to completely control a map, which is one of the biggest factors in Halo.
Yeah.
Gameplay is to know where a weapon spawns, time them, and locate them. Predict where spawns are gonna happen, and yeah, it's.
I mean, like, I could agree with that, but like, I mean, I lost my thought.
How Halo 1 and 2 did it.
Like Halo 1, 2, and 3, that's classic Halo. You're not touching that, no matter what you do.
Yeah,
like I want to see some new stuff happen in Halo. I don't care what it is. I just want to see something new, because I don't want it to just devolve into some COD cash cow, where that's what Microsoft lives off of. Well, in a way, they kind of do live off of it because they need people to buy Halo to buy Xboxes.
I absolutely agree.
Because anyone could get Call of Duty Ghosts or whatever on a PS4.
Halo. That's where Halo. That's where the newest stuff that's happened to Halo in like the past couple months have been so crucial and important to predict what's going to happen in the next title.
I mean, like I'm already calling
big two things. Actually, the big three things.
Halo
even.
5 right now, or Halo Xbox One, or whatever they're gonna call it. Something Mendicant Bias is gonna be in that game. I do not care what any of you say.
The campaign is gonna be freaking amazing. I'm 95% sure of that.
I mean, I
but
could
the
go into like a
multiplayer,
big.
I have big hopes for it. Mainly because 3 things that have happened the past couple months. One, the Halo 4 Turbo update, which brought the BR up to a 4-shot kill, among other things, and decreased the aim assist for the DMR.
You know, that came off. That came off as
sped up the
anuses. I
gameplay.
just need to say that right now.
What?
That came off as anuses on my side.
Oh my god. And before whatever that map is, I forgot what it's called, Halo 3, with the flood.
Yeah.
Anus. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can't think of it. Oh, we just passed 30 minutes. Okay, let's go.
All right. Imagine.
Don't
Exactly. All right,
bring
we're
that in
editing
here.
that out.
The Turbo update, which sped up the gameplay and made it a more competitive experience, and I think increased the skill gap and made fights not so drawn out.
I mean, like.
2. Wait, what?
As far as the whole skill gap and whatever, like, first of all, with the BR being a 5-shot kill, honestly, I could see. I like the BR having 4-shot kill because that's the way it's been since Halo 2. I'm not trying to be an old fart about it, but straight up, that's just the way the BR works, at least to me. And
it's true.
Lost my train of thought again.
Don't worry about it.
Shit. the hell? Can you refresh my mind here?
We're talking about the Turbo update.
Oh, yeah.
DMR? Is that what you're going to talk about?
Well, the DMR. Fuck the DMR.
Yeah, dude. I think they'll get rid of. I think they'll get rid of it. The next title, just because.
The DMR should have never made it to Halo 4. The DMR should have never made it to Halo 4.
The DMR.
It should have died on Reach.
In the
like
new
the
Halo 4
sandbox,
it has almost no place in it. Just because it's much.
It's a single shot gun that doesn't fire little pellets like a carbide does. I mean,
carbine's fun, dude.
The carbide I just use it as a troll gun because no one ever uses it.
I use it sometimes.
I've only used the carbine I could count how many times I use the carbine in Halo 4.
If you get a scuff, which is basically something that lets you press your trigger faster, you'll be a monster. It's disgusting, really.
I love my BR. Don't make me kill you.
The BR is the GOAT.
It's my go-to gun. Always has been. Always will be. As long as Halo exists, and as long as there's a BR in the game, BR all day.
Alright, I'm going to continue with my thoughts of why I'm hopeful for Halo 5. First one was the Turbo update. Second one is the Global Championships.
Obvious reasons.
Halo or 343. I've been on the forums, general competitive Halo forums, and I've seen people's opinions I trust, like Coach Main and other people, who've been super critical of Halo 4, and then been able to consistently point out why it's not as good as the other.
No, I like how MLG played 343.
MLG.
They straight played
it wasn't
them.
MLG's
They
fault.
were developing it for competitive play, this and that, and then it ends up not being on the pro circuit.
They had it.
Seriously,
they played
MLG, you
Halo
guys.
4 at Dallas. Was it Dallas?
Yeah, it was Dallas. It
Dallas?
was with Bravo and a couple others.
I watched that. That was good, but it didn't pull the numbers needed. The majority of the numbers were there just to check out the game and get their hands on it. But anyway, going back to the Global Championships, 343 knows how to run an event. I think that much is clear now.
Even before Halo 4, they knew how to do that because they hyped that thing up all day. All the way up until November 6th, and everyone got on the hands on the game, and then it's just
343 and Microsoft in general are just the masters of hype.
I was never
disgusting,
hyped.
really. It's gross.
I was never hyped
amazing
for
they are.
anything until Halo 4 came out. And now,
I
after
was
Halo 4
never
came
hy-
out,
I
I'm
was-
never going to be hyped for anything again.
It's depressing. But anyway, 343 has shown, or like members of 343, like Bravo and Quinn Del Hoyo, who is one of the multiplayer designers. They understand where Halo needs to go. It needs to go back to its roots. At least that's what I'm getting.
It needs to go back to its roots, but it needs to try new stuff.
Who are super critical of Halo 4 in the beginning, they're saying that that 343 gets it now. And that's big for me, because I'm nowhere as critical as they were, and they're hopeful for the next Halo game. That makes me super hyped.
Yeah.
For it. And also, the playlist consolidation. People might think that's a minor factor, but it's not, because there was a few things in here that was super important. It was that they made Infinity Slayer DLC required, which
they finally got over the whole exclusion thing.
That decimated the population, but it showed that 343 understands what's important to
keep going. I mean, like Bungie, they didn't care.
Bungie
back in Halo 3,
there was no such thing.
You want to play the playlist? You get the heroic DLC. You get, legendary DLC. You get mythic DLC. I mean, I like that because you get to play all the maps. I mean, it was kind of a dickish move because they were trying to force you to buy the DLC, but
I'm gonna put the playlist consolidation under a bigger category, which is 343 knows how to support their title after launch, which is something that, or support their title and their community after launch. Which
IMB for Spartan Ops, I'm guessing.
Did. What?
IMB for Spartan Ops, I'm guessing.
But people complain about not liking the forge spaces they were given. So 343 dedicated a bunch of resources to come up with a free map, Forge Islands. It was basically a flat place space with three super big, or one big island, one medium-sized island, and one small island.
Yeah, I mean,
it saved Forge in Halo 4.
Forge in Halo 4, it could have been better. It's just like,
they had a lot of good ideas, but a lot of the features, like magnets, it was an awesome feature. It was a good idea, but the feature itself is broken.
It was a good idea, but in practice, it was kind of bad.
Yeah.
Those things did not line up at all.
Also, going back to the playlist consolidation, they're showing that they understand that they have a small population. Hold on, I feel like I need to sneeze.
Well, we all know that's getting edited.
Yeah, that will be edited out. They understand that they know their population is small, and they're going to try to do everything without alienating members of the community.
Which I think, I mean, they're trying to be careful. I mean, 343 this whole time, they've just been like, thank you for letting us inherit this universe and this and that. I remember the message at the end of the credits in Halo 4. You know the message that they put at the right before the credits in Halo 4? Just like, they've been at the whole time just like, we cherish this universe and we want to do right by the community and the fans. I mean, that's all good stuff, but you're going to alienate people no matter what you do.
There's going to be alienation.
I mean,
there definitely was, just by what happened with the multiplayer, with the perks.
I don't know if 343 realizes it, but it's like it's already happened.
No, they're perks.
You made a DLC requirement. You just alienated people.
Yeah, people are like, oh, well, guess I'm not playing Halo 4 anymore.
Exactly.
I'm like, dude, just buy the DLC. It's not even like all the DLC. It's just one pack. It's Majestic, which is the best DLC pack since Legendary in Halo 3.
Okay, that I agree with you. Well, not Legendary, Mythic. Mythic.
Sure.
Both
yeah,
Mythics.
Mythic, yeah.
them skulls.
There hasn't really been a good pack since then. I guess Anniversary was good.
Anniversary doesn't count.
I don't really count Anniversary because it was more of an expansion.
No, I consider that all a part of like Halo Anniversary as its own game.
Which was a freaking amazing remake.
It was a good remake. I mean, like they took since like
it was
you can
so
run
I think
you can
really
run
well
Halo 1 on a potato nowadays, so I mean, they just took all that extra power and ran with it. Or Saber did. 343 just sat there.
They're like, that's a Russian studio, right?
Yeah,
I think it is.
Saber's Russian.
So,
I want my Halo 2 remake.
Yeah, basically the title update / turbo update, the global championships, which Frank O'Connor. Okay, I'm gonna add another category, so make it 4 things: turbo update, the GC, post-launch support, and the new Frankie article. It wasn't new; came out a couple weeks ago.
New-ish. We'll just call it new-ish.
Moderately new. In terms of the internet, it's probably like 50 years old, but whatever. We'll run with it. Moving forward, Frankie said, pretty much confirmed that there will be spectator mode in Halo 5, and he said that it would have been in Halo 4. They just didn't have enough time. That's like a lot of features in Halo 4.
Yeah, I mean, like I support spectator mode simply because it just makes it easier to record stuff, even though recording stuff on the Xbox One natively will suck.
It's true.
I mean,
actually, that's another topic that I want to get to, and then after that one, we should probably wrap up.
Hell, the Xbox One was a topic in itself, man.
Yeah,
but all right.
I was not expecting to talk about that, but anyway.
But let me see here. Yeah, the spectator mode just make it easier to record stuff, and makes it easier on streamers and tournaments and all that jazz.
Especially, I think that if Halo 5 had spectator mode.
Look, straight up, I'm just gonna say I'm a campaign guy. I support multiplayer all the way, but I like my story.
I'm both. I just like the entire experience, mainly.
Yeah.
I think MLG
played 343 hard.
No, I don't think it will.
MLG played 343, bro.
It might be in later seasons, but at launch it won't. Just because games like Black Ops 2 and StarCraft bring in a lot of money, and Halo's never really been known to pull in like big viewers. They still haven't released the viewers for the Global Championships, except for like one unofficial Twitch stream, which
that actually got more
12K.
than the than the official stream.
We don't know that actually. They never released the numbers. Because they had it on the dashboard, and that's a lot of promotion in itself.
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, or at least if people cared enough about Halo to actually watch it, because you can just
probably around.
I mean, you see on the dashboard, it's just like mostly 50, ads, and people 40, are gonna 50. Blow it off. So
that's true. That's what I. Well, I don't feel.
Which is one of the reasons why I don't pay for gold anymore. Why am I gonna pay for a premium service that still have ads on it? Or premium by Microsoft standards, at least. I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, all those things together, that Frankie article, the turbo update, whatever else I said, I'm losing my memory. Jeez. Those, I have a lot of faith in Halo 5 because with the amount of feedback that 343 has gotten, people being really super critical about the new direction with Halo, I think that Halo 5 will be a return to roots.
I mean, they don't have to look any more further for criticism. They got it all day on their own forums that they don't even post on.
Yeah, dude, it's rough for them. I mean, they're really good people.
They're good people. I'm not gonna knock them. There's a bunch of good people over at 343.
I've had a few opportunities to play with Frankie, and stuff. Me and BS Angel are on a first name basis. Just kidding.
I'm gonna still hype that. Still hype that.
But anyway, yeah, it's cool, and I'm super excited for the next installment. All right, what else did you want to talk about?
We were gonna go back to the Xbox One, right? But yeah, I mean, like the Xbox One is a trip.
It was a trip, dude. It's freaking.
It still is a trip, man. I still don't like it. I mean, there are people out there that's probably like the Xbox One now. I mean, one of the main reasons why I didn't like the Xbox One back then is because Microsoft was in bed with the NSA. Still is in bed with the NSA.
Well, at least you can.
And I don't trust them with.
You don't have to have your Kinect plugged in anymore.
Dude, I don't care what they say. They control the hardware, man. Fox News.
Let's not go into that.
That's a different story for a different day.
Not.
But like, all I gotta say, because like the Xbox One, I'm not gonna knock that. There's still some form of innovation after they butchered the stuff. After they butchered all the Steam-like stuff. I mean, the Kinect in itself is a good thing, but I just wish that they stopped trying to use that thing for gaming.
I mean, they've even like done stuff like up the GPU and CPU power.
Dude, I think they're gonna run into another 360 problem now that they've done that.
In the long run, but giving developers every bit of power will come into play later.
Developers already hate developing for the thing. I mean. I've seen it everywhere. They just been like complaining about the ES RAM and all that, which I don't knock them for, but like, seriously, Microsoft.
Dude, I completely forgot about what the next topic we were going to talk about.
Let's see. We had Steam. We had Halo. We have. I don't even know anymore. I'm lost. I'm just gonna keep talking. Because that's all I can do right now.
No, that's. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the new Surface.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Microsoft, stop trying to make hardware.
Microsoft, like
the only thing you know how to do is Xbox's hardware wise. Everything else you suck at. The Zune was a failure. The original Surface was a failure.
Pieces.
You can consider Windows 8 a failure, but
Apple, even though I don't know what Apple's doing.
Apple, no, Steve Jobs is dead. Of course they don't know what they're doing.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Steve Jobs. Yep. But like the Surface, Microsoft just needs to stop trying in the hardware department. You're good with the Xbox. Stop trying to. No, because I know all about. I don't care if it has an i7. No one wants to buy Microsoft hardware.
Like Apple's just, I don't know. They want to make a watch.
They're trying to get into an already saturated market with Apple, which they won't win because everyone wants their Apple iDevices. Because like everyone looks at Windows 8 and just says, "What the hell is this?"
Okay.
No, well, you know how many times I try to explain people Windows 8 and then I just say fucking and then just put Windows 7 on their computer so they could just stop coming to my house every other day to try to say, "Oh, what does this corner do?" I mean, they'll fix that problem in Windows 8.1, I'm sure. But like, in all honesty, they just didn't they didn't nail it.
I think
at all. Windows is aging.
Neither Microsoft nor Apple really knows what they're doing right now.
Well, because let's see, both companies are both controlled by shareholders. Their design philosophies are the same, so I'm probably even gonna go so far and say that they're probably owned by the same shareholders.
There's probably a few that overlap.
So I mean,
Apple's always been better at doing hardware stuff, and Microsoft's always been better at doing software. That's just the way it's always been. Which should stay
that way. It should stay that way.
It's true. It's a good system.
Because, I mean,
everybody loved it.
It's a good system. It didn't hurt anyone. Like, Microsoft only makes direct competition with Apple because they want direct competition with Apple. Apple doesn't care.
they're sort of
Apple's only competition right now is
like
Google.
A ceasefire.
That
almost.
Well, they almost have a ceasefire.
They're trying to team up against Google.
I mean, yeah. I mean, come on now. Siri uses Bing now.
I know. That's like
I found
big.
funny.
It's huge.
And then now, Microsoft's coming out with their own. This could have gotten the Halo category. And Microsoft making their own version of Siri, codename Cortana.
Cortana. We haven't heard too much about that, other than
it's happening.
That's happening.
Where's my Ron Paul?
I hope they get Jen Taylor to do it. It's gonna sound really weird.
If Jen Taylor,
what it does, it takes like different words.
If it just says, I don't care what it says. If it says Chief at the end, I'm sold. I would actually get a Windows Phone just for the sole purpose of that.
It will be sick. I can imagine Microsoft even like doing something ARG related for Halo 5 through the Cortana app, which I think it would be a really cool use for it too.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's cool. I mean, we got all these. Although it's kind of ironic because in the Halo universe, Cortana's a smart AI.
Hey, spoilers! There might be some people who have not played it listening to this.
All right, spoilers out of the way. Cortana is a smart AI, but it'd be ironic in the sense that this Cortana would be, in Halo terms, a dumb AI.
That's true. Well, I'm sorry we don't live in the year 2557.
Hey.
Whatever. Or is it 8 or 7?
Cortana was made in 2547. No, I did not just look that up.
No, but it's... What year is it in the Halo universe? Like, what year does Halo 4 take place in?
2557?
57 or 58?
57. Spartan Up 6 took place in 58.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But anyway, I think that's going to be about it. All the time that we have for this installment of ManCannon Radio.
That's right.
We appreciate you guys watching. And remember, this is our first time, so if there are a few rough patches, just understand that we will get better, and we're going to plan this a little bit more. This time, we just kind of winged it, and hopefully we're going to have another co-host join us next time. So thank you guys for watching. And,
all right.
We'll see you next time on ManCannon Radio.
Yeah, hopefully the next time I can enthrall you all with my voice once more.
All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.
All right.